Georgia, a country known for its beautiful landscapes, rich history, and of course, incredible cuisine. After living in Georgia for 4 months, we've tried a variety of dishes, ranging from comforting to intriguing to downright delicious. I'm super excited to share with you our top 10 picks, so whether you're planning your trip to Georgia or just curious about Georgian food, get ready for a delicious ride. First up, we have Khachapuri, which is the staple of Georgian cuisine. Now, there are different types of Khachapuri throughout Georgia, but definitely the most delicious is the Ajarian Khachapuri. This cheese-filled bread, topped with an egg and butter, originates from the Ajara region, and it's shaped like a boat to symbolize the local fishing culture. Now, there is a right way to eat this dish, and that is by first removing one of the ends of the boat, the piece of bread, and using it to break the yolk and mix all of the ingredients in the middle. Then you eat through this delicious dish by using the bread around the border to scoop up this rich filling. Khachapuri is such a warm and rich dish, and I couldn't recommend it more for you to try next time you visit Georgia. Next is Churchkhela, a sweet treat made by inserting walnuts into a string that is dipped in thickened grape juice. This was traditionally made to sustain soldiers during war times due to its high nutritional content. Today, you can find a lot of variations of this treat with different kinds of nuts, grapes, and even other types of fruit juice like kiwi. It is duped the Georgian Snickers, but it is not nearly as sweet, and it has very good texture as well. Number 3, we have Kharcho Soup, a hearty blend of beef, rice, and walnuts. What's interesting about this dish is that it's thickened with a Georgian spice blend and crushed cherry plums, which gives this unique tangy flavor. This is such a delicious soup, and even better when eaten with warm Georgian bread or puri. By the way, bread has been said to have originated right here in Georgia. Next, we have Qababi or Georgian kebab, which is also a must try. In Georgia, kebabs are usually made from minced mutton. Each region has its own recipe, but a constant is the use of pomegranate juice in the marinade, which gives this delicious tart and fruity note. Then we have Shkmeruli chicken. This dish, made with chicken in a creamy garlic sauce, is traditionally cooked in a clay pot, which gives this distinct earthy flavor. Shkmeruli was one of our favorite dishes during our 4-month stay, and also the way in which they prepared the chicken as well as which parts of the chicken are used can completely change the taste and texture of the dish throughout the country. So good, and I highly recommend it. Next we have Ojakhuri, which might seem like a simple dish of baked pork and potatoes, but what makes this dish is the unique Georgian seasoning. The name of this dish translates to family meal in Georgian, so you can imagine how popular it is in Georgia's home cooking tradition. Then we have Chichi Bizhi, which is a hearty scramble made from tomatoes, bell peppers, and eggs. Its name roughly translates to all mixed up, and it's also topped with melted traditional Georgian cheese and usually served with Georgian bread. This was also one of our go-to brunch dishes. Next, we have Khinkali, the famous Georgian dumplings, which are also a must-try. Originally from the mountain regions of Georgia, these dumplings are traditionally eaten with your hands, holding by its doughy top, where you take a bite, then drink the broth inside, then you proceed to take bites of this delicious dumpling. The fillings are usually made of pork, beef, or cheese. These are definitely a really fun group dish because they're not only quite big, but they're also usually served in sets of 10 or 12. For a lighter option, we have Nigvziani Badrijani. These are fried eggplant rolls filled with a walnut paste. This dish is usually served as a starter or a side, and it's a fantastic way to experience Georgia's love for walnut and pomegranate, both staple ingredients in Georgian cuisine. Last but certainly not least, we have Syrniki, which is a mouth-watering sweet cottage cheese fritters served hot with sour cream or Greek yogurt and cut fruits. This dish is actually originally from Russia and Ukraine, but found its way to the Georgian breakfast routine, and I'm so glad that it did because this dish took the #1 spot for us, and just by talking about it, I want to eat it again. The texture is so soft and fluffy and also a little bit wet, and the different toppings chosen by the restaurants can make it even more delicious. As a bonus, I had to mention the unique Georgian amber wine. Wine has also been said to have originated in Georgia, and they have been using the same technique with clay vessels for thousands of years. And this particular wine is notable for its extended contact with these clay vessels, giving it this amber or orange color as well as a strong mineral taste. Georgia has some beautiful wineries around the country, and I highly recommend trying the unique amber wine. So there you have it, our top 10 plus favorite dishes from our time in Georgia. And if you're curious about this magical country, we went on an epic road trip throughout Georgia, visiting castles and kingdoms and wineries, trying delicious food, jumping from cliffs, and so much more. So if you like this video, make sure to watch this playlist that I'll put right here on the screen. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at our next destination. Until then, bye!